Those fucking clowns. Why are they here? This chapter of Tokyo Ghoul, while it didn't progress immensely, it was just edging slowly into the auction. It just began or whatever. Ultimately, it just showed a lot of heavy hitters are at this auction and things have slowly begun. I could definitely say that the pacing for Tokyo Ghoul Re has been a little bit slow. Like this chapter again, it didn't really go immensely deep into it or whatever. It just kind of started everything up. But like, I was surprised, to be honest with you. Like, I expected to see some of Pierrot out there because they already said the clowns would be there. But to see Uta himself, the seemingly ringleader of it and probably the strongest one out of all of them there, is like, they're so mysterious. I really can't wait to find out more about them. Exactly what is their whole objective and goal. Because at the end of the day, while, yeah, they fucked with Kaneki, ultimately you gotta admit at the end of the day that they did save his life. And whether it was for a laugh or whatever, you gotta look at it like, where is their aim? What is their goal? Do they have no goal? I keep thinking that they're possibly like the Joker from Batman, that they just are doing it all for a laugh. They don't give a fuck, but I feel like there might be more to them, especially Uta, because Uta seemed like a little bit more of a complex character. So to see him be this clown and shit is like, I want to know more. And this is just me, or is this auction kind of paralleling Tokyo Ghoul with Mutsuki and kind of how she's all by herself? You know, they knocked her out with the gas or whatnot, and she's going into the auction. It reminds me of when Kaneki was at the gourmet restaurant, and he was by himself, and he didn't know what the fuck to do. It's almost as if Mutsuki is taking the place, in a way, of Kaneki, of what he was going through at that time. Like, you know, feeling alone, having all these internal struggles, and at the same time having to deal with all this, and feeling weak, and kind of being weak at the same time, but having this inner strength that could eventually help save her. And in this chapter, it's like, I felt so fucking bad when you just see her there. It's like, what the fuck's going on? Where's Suzuya? Which I think he's just in one of the other boxes. I think they have him in one of the boxes, and he's gonna come out. And when he finally approaches Big Madam, oh my gosh. So definitely small increments of progression, but we're getting there to that, and I can't fucking wait. Also to mention, I don't know why, but this auction was kind of reminding me of Hunter x Hunter as well, with a lot of the dialogue heavy aspects and kind of just like the setup of like the auction that they had in Hunter x Hunter as well. It just kind of started giving me more of that vibe, which we all know at the end of the day, Hunter x Hunter has a very, to a certain extent, seinen feel at times with all the dialogue and explanations and whatnot, because that's what this chapter was doing as well. You can definitely see that Madam is playing it safe because she has bodyguards with her that they look creepy as fuck and they're probably strong as shit. So when shit goes down, which it will, if things don't go down, then this is going to be the biggest letdown in like Tokyo Ghoul history. Things are going to go down. We just have so many heavy hitters in there. The inspectors are going to be blowing through there. We have Big Madam and all her bodyguards. We have Ayato with Hinami. We just have so many heavy hitters. Pierrot out there. Shit is gonna get intense, and it's like this chapter almost felt like a tease. Like, we're just edging in there. We're seeing like this fucking actor that we don't give two shits about, and again, it kind of reminds me of like some of the people that were in the restaurant, the gourmet, you know, auction that they had there as well. So it's kind of giving me a big reminiscent feeling and paralleling of the original Tokyo Ghoul and some of the stuff that Kaneki went through, and that's why I say Mutsuki is somewhat playing that role that Kaneki had, as far as just being this underdog weakling going through all this fucked up shit. And I'm interested to see exactly what type of powers Hinami has, because if that was Hinami, if I'm correct, with Ayato saying like, oh no, I'm sensing something or whatever, it's almost as if she gained some sort of psychic abilities or something like that, because every time, like, this is the second time already that we've seen her, she's kind of like focusing and stuff. So she might have some interesting powers along with her that maybe, I don't know, she developed over the years, or I don't know if it's just that she gets these weird vibes. I don't know what it is, but you can see that Hinami has transformed a little bit as well and has these weird powers, at least. For the most part, this was a good chapter. Honestly, it felt a little bit slow paced and sluggish. Again, definitely could have gone a little bit faster. Some of the interesting elements is, again, all the introductions to all these people that are here at the auction. The auction has begun. I would have liked a little bit more, even if it was just like somebody fucking drop kicking. I think we could have got a little bit less of like, oh, 40 million, 30 million, you know, all that stuff could have been downplayed a little bit, and we could have got more to like progressing things along. Like, Mutsuki should have been in the center stage already by like midway through the chapter, 3/4 into the chapter, and then we could have had something go down where Suzuya pops out or Big Madam does something crazy. So in that aspect, it's like, would have liked a little bit more, but yeah, I just can't fucking wait. It's like every week, when is it gonna go down? When is it gonna go down? This is very intense right now, and I'm like, fuck. So yeah, good chapter nonetheless yet again. Maybe a 7, 6.5 to a 7, to be honest with you. It's like, it just moving things slowly but surely. Let me know what you guys think. First of all, do you feel as though Mutsuki's captured state right now is paralleling, I guess, what Kaneki was going through it, but at the same time, Tokyo Ghoul Re is doing things its own way. While it's paralleling it and showing you some of the similar aspects of what happened last time, this time around, I'm sure that the inspectors are out there, and when they blaze through, we're gonna have a massive fucking war in there, and I can't fucking wait. And your overall thoughts of the chapter? Do you think that Hinami has this weird psychic ability? What's up with that? And what do you think about Big Madam? Is like Juzo gonna cut through that bitch like butter or what? But that's all I have for this review. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If you liked anything I had to say or enjoyed the video, drop me a like. I'd greatly appreciate it. And if you haven't subscribed, if you could do so as well, that'd be amazing. I'm ForneverWorld, and as always, people, have an awesome day.